called An Otley Run, and it's a verse novella which tells the story of two groups of people as they spend the day doing the Otley Run, with a poem for each pub, more or less. Well, I think, like most people who live around the area of the Otley Run, I'm very used to going out to the shops on a Saturday afternoon and finding that I run into the Spice Girls or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or the Teletubbies it was the other day. I was a group of them. And I got to thinking about what are these people's stories, because you might see them in it for a minute of the day in the street, or maybe for an hour if you're in the pub with them, but you never see what happens to them across the course of the whole day. So I thought about what stories there could be within that. When I was writing the first draft of the book, what I did was, for each pub poem, I went into the pub and I wrote the first draft within that poem, so I was kind of soaking up the atmosphere a bit, looking around me, getting some ideas from the people that I saw in there. And I did that all the way down through the Otley Run for all 15 pubs. And a lot of editing done in there as well, so I did do quite a lot of research in the pubs, just for research purposes only, obviously. It's doing really well. It seems to be engaging with people. They're interested in the story and they're interested in the idea. Whether or not they know the Otley Run themselves, they might know people who've done it, or they might have done it themselves. They might know other pub crawls. But even if you don't, I think, you know, people can really identify with the story there. People have responded to it really well. The people who've read it have enjoyed it. There's a few people who've told me that they've already read it twice, because once they'd finished it, they wanted to go back through it again. And I think that's a good thing to do, because there's a lot of things kind of seeded in there that you might not pick up first time round until you realise what's happened at the end of the story, which I won't spoil.